A rapid rookie shines in IndyCar racing. A great Grand Prix battle in Austria. And the Goliath of offshore racing debuts in Michigan. All this and more today on television's fastest half hour.
MotorWeek Illustrated is brought to you by Dodge, with a full line of front-wheel drive cars, including the sporty Dodge 400 convertible, the Dodge 600 ES sports sedan, and the exciting new Dodge Shelby Charger. Dodge, America's driving machines. And by Old Milwaukee Beer and Old Milwaukee Light, two of America's great-tasting beers. It doesn't get any better than this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Despain. Welcome to MotorWeek Illustrated. Yes, the calendar says it's August, but in IndyCar racing, it's March. In fact, it has been March, the race car model, not the month, making news throughout the championship auto racing team season. And at Sunday's Domino's Pizza 500, the March winds blew stronger than ever. Besides the usual contingent of real Marches, the field also included some new March lookalikes. Johnny Rutherford, healed from his Indy crash, returned in a new Patrick Wildcat that so resembled its British-built rival it was promptly dubbed March Cat. Mario Andretti entered this very Marchy-looking Lola. Al Unser Jr. parked his Eagle in favor of, you guessed it, a brand new March. And Tom Sneva drove his Indy 500 winning March after one bland outing in an Ensign Theodore. Rookie Teo Fabi was fastest in practice, but the pole fell to Sneva, making an all-March front row. This final race of the Kart PPG Series Triple Crown was a battle royal. The marches of Sneva, Fabi, and Unser Jr. versus the Penske of defending series champ Rick Mears. Sneva jumped out front, then broke his transmission. A series of crashes knocked out four contenders: John Paul Jr., Desiree Wilson, Pete Halsmer, and Rutherford once again. They all escaped injury, but peppered the race with caution flags. Final round of pit stops gave the lead to a pair of star rookies. Teo Fabi came out with a 12-second lead over Unser Jr., and then the Italian star just cruised the final laps, Little Al closing to within 5 seconds at the flag. Nobody claimed the $1 million Triple Crown bonus by winning Indy, Michigan, and Pocono. Mears had the best overall record in those races, and he moves to second in the series standings behind Penske teammate Unser Sr., who finished 11th Sunday. A first-time IndyCar winner, Fabi, a reluctant hero. Since his record-shattering pole run at the Indy 500, he's famous, but he's not happy. He's quick to admit he'd rather not be doing IndyCar racing. He wants to race Formula One, preferably with his brother Corrado as a teammate. Fabi hopes to resolve his 1984 plans in the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, track plans are complete for next year's kart race at the Meadowlands Sports Complex in New Jersey. The course, 1.8 miles, the date July 1st. NBC will cover it live, and the purse, $700,000, will be second only to the Indy 500. World Driving Championship point leader Alain Prost is among those calling last Sunday's Austrian Grand Prix one of the best Formula One races ever. Of course, Prost may be prejudiced. He won. Andrew Marriott reports.
Round 11 of the World Championship, the glorious Osterreichring here in the Styrian Mountains. In practice, it was all about the Ferraris, and Patrick Tambay snatched the pole position in the closing minutes. But a surprise in third place, Nigel Mansell back in the speed after problems in Germany. Fourth was Nelson Piquet. It was certainly going to be a superb race on hand, and 100,000 fans were gathered here to see the action. At the green light, the two Ferraris powered up the hill towards the chicane, where it was Tambay first, followed by Arnoux. Behind them, there was quite a schmozzle, and at the end of the day, DeAngelis, Stura, Giacomelli, and Danny Sullivan were all out of the race. So Tambay led Arnoux, Piquet was third, Prost was fourth, Patrese fifth, Mansell sixth, and they were all very close together. As the race wore on, there was quite a mix-up. Suddenly, on lap 22, Arnoux was in front, and Tambay had been trapped behind a back marker. He was not a happy man. On lap 28, the pit stop started, and Arnoux came in first and lost the lead to Nelson Piquet. Nelson Piquet led until lap 37. In one big move on lap 38, Nelson Piquet dropped from first to third place. Now the battle was all about Prost and Arnoux. But lap 47 saw the vital move of the whole race. Alain Prost passed René Arnoux decisively. And from then on, it was Prost to the checkered flag. The final result, Prost first, second René Arnoux, third was a struggling Nelson Piquet. Congratulations, but a very tough, hard race.
Yes, it was very difficult. I think it was one of the best races I never seen. But my big problem was I was trying to pass the cars in front of me, and it was very difficult because they was very quick. They were very quick in the straight, quicker than me. But I was better into the corners. But it was so difficult to pass them. So I was